Scroggins.
And I'm Price Cannon.
And this is LMS News.
First Priority meets every Thursday in the ELC at 7:30. All students are welcome.
All students going on the Camp McDowell field trip need to complete the new help form found on Ms. Beardsley's webpage.
Year recorders are still going on. It is $60 to get one. See Miss Glenn in room 119 for more information.
LMS raised over $4,000 for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Annie Pascal spoke with Ms. Lyons' class about their success in raising the most money.
I'm Annie Pascal reporting for LMS News. These past few weeks, we've been collecting money for a nonprofit organization, St. Jude's. St. Jude's helps children battle cancer and expects nothing in return. I recently caught up with Ms. Lyons and her C Block class and asked them a few questions about their keys to success.
I think we were so successful in raising money because we got promised a party if we do.
So I think my class was successful in raising money because all of us care about the children in need and want to help a good cause.
Why do you think your class was so successful in raising money for St. Jude's?
Well, when we first started, we didn't have a lot of motivation, and then we started talking about it. We watched the videos on it, and once one or two kids started bringing in money, then everybody else got behind it. We had a couple of big donations, big sacrifices by some students, and I think that kind of motivated everybody to start bringing their best, and they really wanted to win.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Liberty is proud of Ms. Lyons' C Block class for helping so many children at St. Jude's. I'm Annie Pascal reporting for LMS News.
Thanks, Annie. Our innovations team is really working hard to fulfill their creative ideas. Here's Mary Einhorn with more on this story.
I'm Mary Einhorn, reporting for LMS News. I'm here with the Innovations team from Mr. Mathis's class. So, what do you do in Innovations class, Macy?
Well, Innovations class is a project-based class led by students, and our group, Mad C Squared, we use cardboard to create furniture for teachers who need in their classrooms.
That's really cool. Thank you. So, Ashley, what does Mad C Squared stand for?
Mad C Squared stands for Macy Ashley Duke Cardboard Creators.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Duke, how long will you be in Mad C Squared?
Well, our innovations class ends this semester, which is December 16th. So, if any teachers like to place in any orders for furniture, they can do so by then.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mad C Squared, for all of your effort to help teachers around the school. Reporting for LMS News, I'm Mary Einhorn.
Thanks, Mary. Men of Destiny has been making a difference at LMS for a few years now. To learn more about what Men of Destiny is all about, here's LMS News reporter Tatum Leathers.
I'm Tatum Leathers reporting for LMS News. We have many extracurricular activities here at Liberty, including Men of Destiny, a mentoring group for younger men. I recently checked in with Mr. Mathis and a few of the members themselves to check out their leadership goals.
Hi, Mr. Mathis.
Hey.
So today we have a few questions about Men of Destiny.
Okay.
So our first question is, where does Men of Destiny meet?
We meet in room 204 in the Yellow Pod every Monday and Tuesday from 7:30 to 8.
Okay, and our second question is, what does Men of Destiny want to accomplish this year?
Men of Destiny wants to accomplish, as we do every year, trying to create stronger and better men by focusing on strengthening our character and by being open to change.
That sounds great. And our last question is, what can you do to join Men of Destiny?
You can show up to one of the meetings on Monday or Tuesday and get an application, or you can just find me anywhere in the hall and I'll get you an application when I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So why did you decide to do Men of Destiny?
I decided to do Men of Destiny because Mr. Mathis is really helpful with like anything you can go to him, and like all the people in there are really nice, and they're just really cool kids, and we get to go to certain service projects, and we just have a good time. We talk about what being a real man is like. So.
That sounds great. Thank you, Hunter.
You're welcome.
So what's your favorite part about Men of Destiny?
I like being able to help out the community, like collecting water bottles, and last weekend we helped to clean up the football field behind the bleachers.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mathis, Hunter, and Jeremy. If you would like to support Men of Destiny, then you can always donate to any of their school-wide fundraisers. Reporting for LMS News, I'm Tatum Leathers.
Thanks, Tatum. It's time to check in with LMS sports anchor, Kylie Castillo.
Thanks, Price. The LMS cheerleaders recently competed at the UCA regional competition and received first place for their routine. This weekend, they competed at state and won second place. Not only did they win first place at the regionals and second place at state, but they even earned a bid to the national competition at Disney World. Congrats to our fabulous cheer squad here at LMS. The LMS Green Power Team won second place at Jemison High School against many other schools on November 12th. The Green Power Team is a team of 7th and 8th graders who rebuild and race an F-24 kit car. The Special Olympics took place on October 25th. Here's Priya Mantraratnam with more on this story.
I'm Priya Mantraratnam reporting for LMS News. The Special Olympics is the biggest event for the intellectually disabled in the world. To show our support, Liberty had its own Special Olympics on October 25th. Let's ask a few kids from the ELC what events they participated in.
I did the 100-meter dash and the javelin throw.
I did a 100-yard dash and javelin. In the 100 yard.
And I did a 200-meter dash and the softball toss.
Now let's go to Dr. Carrie Roberts for more information on the Special Olympics. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Roberts.
Yes.
How long has Liberty been doing the Special Olympics?
As far as I can tell, Liberty has participated in Special Olympics since we became the school 26 years ago.
Whoa.
Yes.
Do you think we're going to do this?
I definitely think that we'll continue doing this going forward. It's such a big deal for the kids and for not just the kids that participate, but the kids that get to help the special needs students participate.
Approximately how many people do you think participated? It doesn't have to be like exactly.
Well, I would say from Liberty, we had 17 students that participated in different events. We also, each one of those students has 2 different escorts assigned to them throughout the day. So we had helping hands and adults, parents, pitch in as well. So even the children that didn't participate in events had assigned escorts for the day.
That's nice. Do you think it was a success?
I think it was a great success. It was my first year to go to Special Olympics, so I was really excited, and it was a great event. I won't be missing another one.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Sure, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you again, Dr. Roberts. We hope more people will recognize this special occasion. Reporting for LMS News, I'm Priya Mantraratnam.
This week's Sports Special Report features the dance team. Here's Elise Tremez with more information.
I'm Elise Tremez, reporting for LMS News. Liberty Middle School is a proud home of the Liberty dance team. So this week, I'm taking a closer look by talking with Jordan Holden and Lexi Wagner.
So what is the most exciting thing you've done this year?
Winning first place at UDA camp and being able to qualify for nationals.
That's awesome. And what are you looking forward to the most this year?
Just kind of growing as a team and becoming a family and winning first place at nationals in March.
Thanks for meeting with me, Lexi and Jordan.
The Liberty dance team has 14 members, 7 8th graders and 7 7th graders. The dance team works very hard and has been practicing 2 days a week since May. It looks like all the practices are paying off because they have won first place at UDA camp and have shown their skills at pep rallies and even football games. Their first competition is in November, and they also plan on ending their season with a bang by dominating at nationals in March. It looks like the Liberty dance team puts a lot of hard work into being the best team they can be. Reporting for LMS News, I'm Elise Tremez.
We are now starting up this year's LMS archery team. No experience is required to try out, and equipment is provided. Tryouts will take place on November 28th through November 30th in the LMS cafeteria from 3:30 to 5 p.m. For more information, please contact Coach Kelly or the front office for a form. All forms are due by November 22nd to be eligible to try out. Back to you, Callie.
Thanks, Kylie. It's been a busy week in sports.
Yeah, it'll be even busier when soccer and baseball start.
I bet. Recently, you may have noticed a few new students walking the halls of Liberty. With more on this story, here's Jude Lugo.
Hi, I'm Jude Lugo, reporting for this edition of LMS News. Recently, teachers took a seat in these same chairs we sit in every day. They went through it all, from walking in the halls, to using the students' restrooms, to using their own lockers. They had to do it all. So we recently caught up with Miss Brand and Michael Sanford, which were the shadowing pairs together. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
And we're here with Miss Brand and Michael. And Miss Brand shadowed Michael
throughout his day. So, Ms. Brand, any thoughts, any good thoughts about your day?
Oh my goodness, it was a wonderful, amazing experience. I was really nervous and really scared about doing it. And it turns out I was kind of right to be nervous and be scared because it was very, very stressful. It was a stressful day, but it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it.
So did you see Miss Brand kind of getting stressed out or having some challenges throughout the day?
The most challenge I really did see her have was doing math. And it was kind of, we're in the middle of something, so it's not right if you just throw somebody in the middle of something. You always have to start from the beginning. So I kind of had to tutor her from the beginning to where we are.
So what challenges did she have with it?
It was graphing and just all that.
And he was very good and very patient trying to teach me how to do it because it was not an easy task. So, but he was very good to me all day long.
So how was lunch and break and all those social events?
Well, break, I had to run to the opposite end of the building to get what I needed for my next class and then get all the way back. And so then I had the choice of, do I talk to somebody or do I go to the bathroom? Well, I had to go to the bathroom, so there really wasn't a lot of time to socialize. Lunchtime wasn't bad. Michael and some of the other kids that I sat with, they were friendly and they talked, but really it was a time for them just to kind of almost, even though it's not quiet in the lunchroom, but almost just have some quiet time. They were engaged in their phones mainly, so I pulled out my phone and
so did you see Miss Brand kind of grow throughout the day from maybe like a timid person to be
I feel like the teachers that did do the shadow day, I feel like they felt like how stressed the kids were running from like one end of school to the other end of school, then back to their locker if they forgot something, and all in a 5 minute time period.
So what do you think you learned from this? What do you think you took away from it?
I think that really one of the biggest things, and it maybe doesn't sound big, but I think that it is, teachers, and I'll just speak for myself, but I think, wow, 5 minutes, that's plenty of time between classes to do everything you need to do. It's not enough time. And also just really seeing firsthand just how busy the kids are and just going from class to class to class to class to class, and how remembering how hard it is when you just sit all day long and there's not any movement and there's not time to get up and just kind of walk around or move around or anything. It's really exhausting.
So any final thoughts from you guys? You said it was exhausting, you said it was kind of difficult, but any final thoughts?
It was fun having somebody follow me all day going through the classes.
Yeah, and I agree. It was very enjoyable. I would certainly do it again if I had the opportunity. And for any teachers and also any students, I would highly recommend if you get a chance to do it.
Okay, thank you guys for such a wonderful interview. And now we're going to go to a courtside interview with Ms. Garner.
Thanks to all our teachers for participating in this wonderful program. Now, before you know it, every single teacher in this building will be shadowing a student. So watch out for them. Reporting for this edition of LMS News, I'm Jude Lugo.
Thanks, Jude. I wonder if some of those teachers struggled with opening their lockers.
I'm sure they had trouble finishing all of their homework.
That's all for this edition of LMS News.
Have a great Thanksgiving holiday!